Hello everyone. Today I recorded this video where I'm cleaning my crankshaft on my M57. How you can see, it wasn't very clean, and I recommend to do this stuff every time when you take the engine off and you take all the part of the engine. And this is very important operation because if you have one of these clogged, then that's it. You're not going to be able to run your engine because the oil is flowing all the time to lubricate the bearings. So it's very important to clean these passages, oil passages, in order to have a healthy engine. If, like I said, if one of these is not cleaned properly or it's blocked, that's it. The engine is done, because it's going to be a total failure in, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 minutes. So you need to clean all this stuff. Otherwise, you're gonna have big problems, and it doesn't worth it, to spend all this money and on parts. Parts are very expensive, and if you have a good crankshaft, a good engine, if you take it apart like I did, it's very important to refurbish and clean it and buy all the seals and all the gaskets and all the stuff to have a good engine. And it's very easy to clean. Look, it's nothing difficult. You just need a spray, oil spray, or WD-40, or whatever you want to use, or I don't know, brake cleaner, or whatever you want to use. I use like an oil spray, something like WD-40, and you need to clean very good this stuff. And not only on the crankshaft, you have to clean it on the engine block as well, and head cylinder as well, cylinder head as well, because you might have debris, or maybe during the time you might have a lot of oil debris and oil clogged. Imagine this crankshaft is from 2005. We are in 2026 now, and the engine has like 21 years old, and I don't think the oil was too good in the last years. I have no idea about this engine. I just bought it, and the crankshaft is okay, but the crankshaft bearings are kind of wear. I will attach a picture here and you will be able to see what I'm speaking. And yeah, I have to replace all I ordered them, and I will replace them. In about 1 week they should be here, because the crankshaft bearings, they had marks, and but the crankshaft is more than okay. It's perfect, and yeah, it's too bad if I open the engine that much. I basically open all the engine, not to replace the crankshaft bearings. The piston bearings on the journals, they have absolutely no problem, but here on the crankshaft, yes, I had problems with the bearings. So I will, like I said, I'm gonna put the picture one more time, and you will be able to see, which is not right. I wouldn't expect it to have problems on the crankshaft bearings, because I inspected all the other bearings, on the camshaft bearings, on the piston journal bearings, but I said on the crankshaft they should be perfect. I mean, definitely, if all the upper engine is okay on the bearings, definitely here there'll be no problem, because the oil pressure is too big here. And I was wrong, because the crankshaft bearings, they weren't okay. And if you do this operation by yourself, you know, if you want to revive an M57, which is cheap, it's like 400, 500 euro, maybe 600 euro, all together with injectors and turbo and all the stuff. If you want to do this operation, I think you should definitely check the crankshaft bearings. Now regarding the price, they are very expensive. In my budget, they are very expensive. It's like 35 or 38 euro one, half a shell, and you have 14 shells. And by 35 or 38 euro, imagine the amount. It's pretty much on BMW. And because my crankshaft is with the yellow, and you know, they have the yellow marks, it means that it's standard, and I have no wear on the journals. So I decided to go on Autodoc and buy a brand new set of bearings for crankshaft, which I paid, I don't know, 60-70 euro, something like that. Normal price on Autodoc it was like 180, as far as I remember, but I bought them with 70 euro. It's a standard set. And yeah, better than BMW, because you know, paying 35 or 38 euro for a half shell of the bearing, it's way too much. Now look how the holes on the oil, they have to look like. They have to be perfect, and if they are like this, definitely you did a good job. The oil is going to flow properly. You're not going to have debris in the oil after you start the engine. And look, if you take the engine apart, they should be perfect. You shouldn't have debris in the oil. It should be perfect. You have to clean it until it's shiny and perfect, every part. And now we're going to see, I did some cleaning. I wasn't happy on the engine block oil passages. I need to clean it one more time, and I will bring my air compressor, so I'm gonna blow some air as well. I want to see exactly if it's okay. I wasn't too happy about the look, but I hope it's gonna be okay, and I'm happy about the crankshaft, how I clean the crankshaft. Now I use the same oil like you see now. It's nothing special. Oil and a brush, and you know, just clean it. And I will bring next time. I will bring the air compressor as well, and I will brush it and then blow some air to be sure that everything is okay. Because you don't want to have debris when you start the engine, and it's very dangerous to have some, especially when I clean the engine block very good at home a few times, and then I use oven cleaner and all kind of stuff to clean the chief. It's called here in Europe. If you're watching from United States, I don't know, maybe it's a different name. In Europe we call it chief, CIF. And I clean it very good at home, and then I took it to pressure washer to clean it, like to pressure wash it, and I have to be sure that I don't have debris, I don't have like rust, I don't have, you know, bad stuff, because this engine block it's not from aluminium, it's the old one, and it's good one if you ask me. Cast iron, and I want to be sure that everything is going to be okay, and there are no debris, no nothing, because if you have debris here, when you're going to put the new bearings and you're going to assemble the engine, the first time that's going to hit those bearings is going to be the debris, because the oil, engine oil pump, is going to push all the debris into the bearings, and if you have bearings, basically you're going to destroy the new bearings in a few minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes. It has to be clean as possible. It's a required 100% operation to do. You have to do it here on the engine block, you have to do on the crankshaft, you have to do it on the cylinder head. You have oil passages and you have to clean them and blow the air, and this type of oil like WD-40 or brake cleaner, whatever you want to use. There is no, not like something like, oh, you have to use this or that. But something you have to use, otherwise it's not good. So yeah, you have to clean the engine, you have to clean the cylinder head, you have to clean the crankshaft, and after you install the new bearings, should be more than okay for about, I don't know, 15 years. I would say maybe more than 15 years, as long as you change the oil around 10,000 kilometers, not miles. I highly recommend to change the oil around 10,000 kilometers. Use a good oil and a good filter. Otherwise, you're not gonna have an engine. You're gonna destroy the, even if the engine is good, even if the engine is like reliable, still if you don't change the oil on time, you're not gonna have it. And it's better these days to have a reliable engine, a reliable car, because you never know, you might need the car to go somewhere in an emergency and you don't want to have problems, or maybe you want to use your car, you want to go to the holiday somewhere, like in our case, next year maybe you're going to go back to our country from Ireland. It means like we need to drive 3,300 kilometers one way, and 3,300 kilometers like 6,000, almost 7,000 kilometers. Plus we have to drive at home, because we're not going to arrive at home and just park the car and that's it, go to sleep for 1 week or 2 weeks. And still you need a good engine, a reliable engine, especially when you go to Europe, 6-7 countries. You have to cross all Europe in our case, and definitely I want to have a reliable engine. I will completely rebuild this engine. Like I said, I paid 400 euro for it, but I had to disassemble it altogether and clean every debris, every bad stuff, you know, the oil pan, it was horrible, that oil that was left there during the years. And as long as you clean everything, and as long as you replace whatever you have to replace, and you assemble it back, even if you don't use 100% BMW parts, and if you use like in my case, I use from Autodoc, I use from Mr. Auto. There are two big sites in Europe that you can buy car parts. As long as you clean everything, as you measure and you replace, not necessarily with original parts because they are very expensive from BMW. For me, they are very expensive. You're gonna have a good engine. As long as you try to take care of the engine like a M57 engine. This is a M57 TU with cast iron block, and that's a good engine, really good engine. In my opinion, I think was one of the last configuration on M57 that BMW made. I'm not saying that aluminium block are not good, because they are good, they don't make problems. But cast iron, I don't know, maybe because I grew up with this type of engine with cast iron block and aluminium cylinder head, I just feel that this one is more robust, more powerful, more, you know, it's reliable. It's like a really strong engine. And yeah, as long as you do a good job, you're gonna have a good car. Even if it's an old car, like mine is 2004, this engine is 2005, but it's the same engine, so it's gonna fit properly. I still wait for the bearings to arrive this week, maybe a few days. and then I will probably start to assemble the engine. And then I need to check the injectors. Probably I will order new injector nozzles. I'm not sure. I will see what the story is, because I need to fix the injectors as well. I'm not actually sure that the injectors, they have a problem. 5 of them are original from this engine, but one injector was took it off. The seller of the engine told me, like, look, you have 5 good injectors, but one I took it because I needed on his car or something. But there is no problem for that one. I will be able to find a replacement for that one. I will check how the nozzles are working, and if the injectors are not okay, I will injector nozzles are not okay, I will order 6 new injector nozzles, and I will replace them. And I should be okay for the next, I don't know, 15-20 years. Actually, I will be pretty old in 20 years, but you know, at least 20 years I'm gonna have a good car. If I'm gonna be able to drive that car 20 years from now. Yeah, so that's the story with this project. I wanna restore it properly. I wanna replace all the seals, all the gaskets, the chains. One big thing, and I don't know exactly, I should replace the camshaft gear, which is pretty expensive. It's about 200 euro, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it on Autodoc. And BMW could be like 400 or 500 euro, that stuff. I'm not sure, but usually on BMW you're going to find like double price. If on Autodoc I found it around 222 euro, something like that, it was that camshaft gear. Probably BMW is going to be 400, 500 euro, and it's really expensive. Imagine that I paid for a full engine 400 euro, and imagine paying like 200 or 500 euro for a sprocket. Okay, thank you for watching, and yeah, we'll keep in touch.